The question came to me while I was washing plates. The sun was already low, its light slanting across the compound, turning the water in the basin a dull gold. My hands moved automatically scrub, rinse, stack while my mind wandered somewhere else entirely. My younger brother chased a chicken nearby, his laughter echoing. My mother hummed as she sorted vegetables. Everything around me was ordinary, familiar, safe, and yet my chest felt crowded. Earlier that day in class, nothing unusual had happened. Mr. Adebayo taught as he always did, patient, steady, and careful with his words. He didn't look at me for longer than necessary. He didn't call my name. He didn't linger near my desk. Still, I had felt him. Not his presence, but my awareness of it. At one point, as I bent over my notebook, I sensed movement beside me. He stopped briefly to check another student's work, and his shadow fell across my page. For a split second, I held my breath. He moved on without a word. That was all. Yet my heart reacted as though something important had almost happened and then hadn't. Now, as I dried my hands on the edge of my wrapper, the thought returned, sharper than before. What exactly am I doing? That night, after everyone had gone to bed, I sat up on my mat and opened my notebook. The pages were filled with fragments of observations, half-finished thoughts, and careful words circling feelings I had never dared to name. I read them slowly. There was admiration. There was gratitude. There was something softer, deeper, and much harder to justify. I closed the book and rested my forehead against it. I wasn't foolish. I understood boundaries. I understood the consequences. Yet, understanding didn't erase the feeling. For the first time, I allowed myself to ask the question honestly, without shame or denial, if nothing ever happens. Will that be enough for me? Before then, I had believed that self-control just meant silence. If I didn't speak, didn't act, didn't cross any lines, then I was safe, respectable, untouched by wrongdoing. But feelings aren't ruled by silence alone. They grow with attention. They deepen in thought. They strengthen in restraint. Mr. Daniel Adebayo had never encouraged anything improper. In fact, his careful distance only made my own emotions more visible to me. The problem wasn't him. The problem was the quiet place inside me that had started to lean toward him without permission. That night, as the village settled into a deep stillness, I made a small promise to myself. I would be careful. I would be respectful. I would keep this feeling contained. But even as I made that promise, another truth settled right beside it, gentle and undeniable. You can guard your actions. You can guard your words. But guarding your heart is so much harder, once it has already decided where to rest. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. See you in the next episode.